The fire reportedly started sometime after 22 hours 30 on Sunday evening, thus causing panic among resident guests and those who were attending a wedding reception at the hotel. The fire, according to reports received, started in the kitchen after a deep fryer was deliberately or accidentally left on. When the evening news arrived at the scene, the police had already secured the area and the firefighters were conducting their preliminary investigations. The guests were heard complaining of smoke inhalation and had to be treated by medical personnel who arrived at the scene shortly after. The Guyana Fire Service Station Officer with responsibility for fire prevention, Andrew Holder, who was at the scene, gave an update on the cause and origin of the fire.
A fire occurred as a result of a deep fry, either accidentally or willfully left on, which became so overheated that it ignited the insulation for the heat extractor, which created a smoke-logged environment. We were managed to quickly put out that fire and initiated some form of ventilation. I can understand the occupants, anxiety in terms of relatives still being left in the room upstairs. We tried our best to get them out as quickly as possible. That operation was also successful.
The evening news understands that several exits were chained and padlocked, which is a serious safety breach. On this note, Holder confirmed that he saw the locks on the exit doors.
I observed that even in the kitchen area when we were trying to ventilate. I observed that. Right now as we speak. I observed that. Pardon me?
Your thoughts in this?
The thing is, the fire department, the fire prevention department does yearly inspection of these premises. We do not know what obtained or what would obtain after those inspections would be conducted. This would just prompt another impromptu inspection tomorrow morning. It should not be locked. If it is locked, there should be an amicable way of opening those exits. And some of them are chained and padlocked.
Holder is of the belief that if the hotel had participated in the recent training hosted by the Guyana Fire Service, then the staff would have been better equipped to deal with the situation. He added that at no point in time did the fire alarm go off, which is another safety breach.
And if you could recall me saying last Friday that the response that we gotten for that training was very, very disappointing. And some of the same stuff that we dealt with at that training occurred here tonight. Unmaintained deep fry. If a fire should occur in your kitchen area, how should you respond? What to do to form that initial response to remedy this situation?
At the scene, several guests at the hotel spoke with the media. Some of them were upset about the safety breaches.
Well, I was on the 6th floor. I smelled smoke. I went to get out and open the elevator door, and it was full of smoke. So I went to the fire escape and started down the fire escape, and that was getting full of smoke. I got all the way down, and there was more and more smoke as you got out. No alarms went off, so yeah, it's quite upsetting, quite frankly.
I was on the 4th floor, okay, and I was taking a shower, and then I saw some smoke. I thought that was because of the hot water. And then I was watching TV, and the phone rang, telling me that there's a fire. Please gather. And the person telling me, please gather all the belongings, and then come downstairs using the stairs, not the elevators.
I was on the 2nd floor, trying to get out. When I ran down, there was a big padlock on the door. On the exit. Then I ran up to get my children. When I tried to go to the top, the 4th floor, my 3rd floor, there was a padlock on the door. And chain, right? Padlock and chain. And I could not even, there was no other exit. I had to come through the snow.
Meanwhile, the management of the hotel was not available to speak with the media, nor was a statement issued. Both the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Fire Service are continuing their investigation. Bisham Mohammed, The Evening News.